Hello everyone and welcome to our Mailchimp automation tutorial. Our focus in this tutorial will be on creating a customer journey. In order to begin, we're going to have to log into our Mailchimp account, and right here we're going to see the login button at the top right corner. Click on it, and here you need to put in your email or username and password. You might want to take the keep me logged in button so you can stay logged in, and then you can log in after you've put in these details. And now this is where you see your Mailchimp dashboard. On the left side, you have different options, and here on the right side, you have your main display page. Now there are two options. You can click on create an automation, or you can go over to the left side where you have automations. Click on it, and this is a drop down. Of course, here you can see all journeys, and here you can also see the pre-built journeys that have been created already. You could also call these templates. And if we go over to pre-built journeys, you're going to see some options right here, such as welcome new contacts, celebrate sign-up anniversaries with your contacts, email tagged customers, and there are lots of options right here. And then with these cards, you can also see at the top left corner of each card, different third-party integrations that can be added. So if we hover over add contacts from Microsoft Excel, you're going to see Zapier and Microsoft Office. These are valid integrations that are necessary for this type of automation. And then when we hover over here, we can see find new contacts through LinkedIn lead gen forms. And of course, you'll need your LinkedIn integration to make this work. Like we mentioned, there are lots of other options here, and this is with nurturing leads, and you have Shopify, you have WooCommerce, BigCommerce, and 18 other options. And this is quite popular where you get to create repeat customers. So if you're not sure how to start from scratch, you can come over here and select one of these options to see how you can create your customer journey. But in order for you to understand it better, we feel it's important for us to create it from scratch. And so when we go over to the overview, we can see our welcome information here, and you can click on get started. Then at the top right area here, you can see two options, and here you can choose a pre-built journey, which is where we just came from. And then we have the build from scratch. Because we want you to understand it from the basics, we're going to click on build from scratch. Now on this first page, you can see this diagram here, which basically helps you to understand how the customer journey looks like. It's actually an automation tree, and it's a bit animated. And so you have to start from the beginning and then build up from there. If it's unclear, not to worry, our example will help you understand it better. So the first thing you'll need to do is to give it a name. We have an example here, journey number 1, or customer welcome flow. So we could call this a customer welcome flow because we're trying to follow the example. So we can just say customer welcome and click on start building. And here it says, how will a contact start the journey? And basically this is where you get to kick off your customer's journey. You're going to have to choose a starting point, then contacts who meet the criteria will enter the map and begin their journey. We hope it will be a fun journey for you as well as your contacts. So we're going to click on choose a starting point. And then this starting point, as we mentioned before, is the trigger for the journey to start. So here you can see some options here: popular, contact activity, date and special event, shopping activity, marketing activity, API integrations. And these different options have different cards. For example, you can see contact activity, you see manual add, tag added, signs up for email, audience field changes. And then when we go over to shopping activity, which if you're into e-commerce, this will be interesting for you because you'll find some information here, such as when a customer buys any product, you might want to build a customer journey with this customer in order to have them come back. And the examples are many here. So we're going to go over to the popular, and we're going to use one of the most common options, which is signs up for an email. We get to do this when we're signing up with new accounts. Sometimes we forget to uncheck the box, or the box is checked. So you want your clients or your contacts to sign up for email, and you get to welcome new signings, introduce your brand, turn new contacts into new customers. In a sense, this is basically giving you what your automation tree should look like. So we're going to click on it, and it's going to give you a prompt here to include your imported contact. Of course, on Mailchimp, you should have your contact. So we're going to click on it, or of course you could leave it empty, and then you could click on save starting point. And then here you see contact signs up to the name of the brand which you have on Mailchimp. And then you can see add a journey step. Now there are two options here. You could look through all the journey steps here, or you could click on add journey step, and then you can search for it. We prefer this option if you're a beginner because you might want to look through the names of them, but if you have more experience, of course, you might want to simply click on it and search for it. When you click on it, you can see some rules, you can see some actions, so it depends on what you want. So now you need to ask yourself, when a contact signs up for your brand or your product or your website or newsletter, what would you like to do? You'd like to send an email, right? So we could use send an email by clicking and dragging over to where we have add journey step. So we have create an email and it presents you with this pop-up where it says to and from. So it's going to send this to their email address from your brand, which will be right here. And you also get to select the subject. We're going to click on that right now. And we're going to say, welcome to the clan, right? So just give it something nice. And then we have a preview text. We're going to write a preview text. So this is just a preview and you can write anything that you feel will be best for a preview. We're going to click on save now. And you can see here, welcome to the clan. And the preview text says, we are happy to have you and can't wait to show you around. So we have a schedule and you can also edit this schedule. Currently, it's set to every day as soon as possible. So this basically says that any day the contact signs up, you can send this email and you're going to choose the time of the day you should send it. Now, this can be as soon as possible or only send between certain hours. Now, this is important if your target audience is active at certain hours of the day, you could choose this for yourself. We're going to leave it as send as soon as possible and click on save. And then you also have the tracking option. It says to enable Google Analytics link tracking, your Mailchimp account must be connected to Google Analytics. Now, of course, Google Analytics is a third-party integration. And once again, this is just another integration option. When we're done with this, we can click on close. And you can see here from the contact signing up, the automation will automatically send an email for the client to have. One thing I would like to mention is after all of this has been set, you're going to select a builder to design your email. So you're going to choose either the classic builder or the new builder. Whichever one you choose, you'll need to write in the welcome message and any other thing that you think will attract your customer to stay glued to the journey. After adding the email, you now have another question on your hands. So after the email has happened, what next will you need to do? In this case, we'd like to have a waiting period. So we're going to come over here and add a rule. So you can see we're just adding an action and now we're going to add a time delay. So we're going to click on this or we're going to drag this over here. It automatically recognizes that we're trying to add something. And here time delay, choose how long a contact will be delayed from moving forward. We have delay for 1 week. So maybe between when you send an email, you're going to wait for about a week or a few days. We could say 3 days. A week seems long. So we're going to click on save. And it says wait for 3 days. And then what next? We could send another email or we could decide to send an SMS. You have different options right here. So we're going to choose to send another email. And in this email this time, this could be a push for sale. So you can leave this as is. And then you could also put your subject, whatever subject you want to put. And then you have the schedule and the tracking as we mentioned before. And then right here in your builder, you can design an email putting a product you might like to sell or a service you might like to have your client to pay for. So after adding that, you can click on close and then you can see that our automation is shipping up. There are more things you can do such as if else, split path, wait for a trigger and things like that. Now this journey can be long, but you also want to make it as brief as possible so it makes sense to the customer and meet your goal quickest. So at this point, we've been able to create a customer journey and here you can see something. It says upgrade to continue. While this plan is on a free plan and we're showing you what you need to do, you have to be on a paid plan in order to enjoy this automation feature. Now, if you're on a paid plan, you have the option to finalize this right here instead of having upgrade to continue. Or if you want to, you can click on send test emails where you can test your tree or your customer journey to see how effective it works. So we hope at this point, creating a customer journey is no longer strange to you, or at least we're adding some more information to what you might know already. Thanks for watching.